Hello everyone, my name is Brittany Classens and I'm one of your tutors for Deco 3200. Welcome to week 2's tutorial video, What Makes Charts Effective. For today's tutorial, you will need to download the data set provided by us. This is located under week 2 modules in Canvas. You'll also need to access your class Miro board, which your tutor will share with you shortly. You'll also need to create a free Infogram account. As I said, this is free and will help you in the later weeks, including your assignment. Okay, let's get started. I really want to start off with a quote. It reads, "Information graphics should be aesthetically pleasing, but many designers think about aesthetics before they think about structure, about the information itself, about the story the graphics should tell." As a designer, I know how tempting it is to focus on the aesthetics, about how your design will look and be perceived by others. However, without a strong understanding on what makes a good chart effective and a knowledge on what chart to use, then aesthetics are pointless. So, I would strongly encourage you to put those temptations aside for today. Let's get started. Whilst there are a lot of different graphs out there, here are 6 main ones. As a class, name and discuss each graph type and the advantages and disadvantages of each. Your tutor will guide the discussion. Throughout this course, we'll be using the website Infogram. Infogram is a web-based data viz platform that allows people to make and share digital charts, infographics, and maps. The intuitive nature of the what you see is what you get editor allows users to easily translate their Excel or spreadsheet data into the visual form. Let's take a closer look at the platform itself. So here is the homepage for our Infogram account once we have signed in. As you can see, there are so many different options to choose from, such as infographic, reports, posters, dashboards, whiteboards, etc. But today we're just going to create a new project. Here are some of the examples. You can get a lot of inspiration from these and inspire you to create your own. But today we're just going to create a blank canvas. I'm going to give it a simple name, tutorial, and create. So we now have our blank canvas. As we can see here in the view, it's a little bit long. So I think for today we might just make it shorter and more accessible. There we go, that looks pretty good. Cool, so this is our blank canvas. Now we should pretty much fill it in. As you can see on the left hand side, there's a few options such as add text, add chart, add map, add element, add graphics, and add shape, plus along with some more integration such as YouTube, Vimeo, SlideShare, Flickr, Giphy, and Dropbox. We're just going to go ahead and look at the graphs chart section. So as you can see, there's quite a few charts to choose from. I think there's around 30 or so depending on what you need. So we're just going to go ahead and choose the most basic one today, being a column graph, and insert that in there. I think it can be a little bit smaller. So we're just going to put that and put it in the center, and maybe just make it a little bit smaller. Cool. Great. Okay, so as you can see on the right hand side, there's a lot of options to choose from. So first thing you should do is click Edit Data. And as you can see, like a spreadsheet style document will appear where it has all the data entry points. You can go ahead and change the colors of this if you wish. And that correlates with each individual bar graph here. This is the example data given. We're just going to use that for today. But yeah, so if I go back into the settings column. Oh, another thing to note is that you can upload your own Excel or CSV, Google Sheets file, and it will automatically insert all the data into here. This will be really good for when you have bigger data sets for your assignments that you would like to use. So if I go back to settings now and go what am I going to choose? Maybe axes and grid. I might give each axis a name. So the x-axis, this one might be genre, and this might be book sales. Cool, that looks good. I think I'm pretty much done with the axis and grid. What else should I want to do? Don't want to add a legend. Might want to change the color. So maybe might do a nice blue. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go and add some titles. Perhaps add just a normal heading. Call that book sales by genre. And move that up here, maybe in the center. Cool. Maybe align this a bit more. Great. And bring that down. Awesome. So this is pretty much my first graph. Obviously everything is a lot more customizable, so I would encourage you all to explore. Another good thing that you could do is change the theme. So maybe I want dark mode. Maybe I want some more like sepia vibes. There we go. Or maybe I want to make it more accessible and make it colorblind friendly. There's a lot of free options. We're not making you upgrade by any means. The free option, the free version is enough for what you need for this course. So yeah, that is it for a basic to Infogram. Hope you enjoyed. Now that you have seen a basic run through of how Infogram works, let's start the first activity. For this activity, you'll be transforming bad graphs. Each class has been set up with their own Miro. Log on and you will find 2 poorly made graphs. Using the post-its on the Miro board, jot down the reasons why the graphs are poorly made. You have 10 minutes. Pause here to complete the task. Now, have a read of the feedback the other students in your class gave, and pick one of the badly designed graphs and redesign it. Make sure you upload to the Miro once it's done. Your tutor will pick 2 to go over in class. Don't forget to use Infogram. You have 15 minutes. Pause here to complete the task. It's now time for activity 2. For this activity, you'll be implementing critiques to rapidly iterate chart designs. Based on the same dataset from the first activity, design a chart based on one of the following options: the relationship between calories and rating, the most popular manufacturer, or exploring carbs in cold cereal. Remember, we are more focused with getting the chart right, not so much how it looks. Upload them to the Miro once completed. You have 20 minutes. Pause here to complete the task. Once your design is done, form pairs and constructively critique each other's chart. Some points to consider. Is the chart appropriate for the dataset? Is there a key? Does it make sense? Are the X and Y axes used appropriately? You have only a quick 10 minutes to complete this critique, 5 minutes per person. Pause here to complete the task. Now, using the feedback your partner gave you, rapidly implement the feedback into the redesign. Upload your new design next to your old one on the Miro board. You have just 15 minutes. Pause here to complete the task. Now, your tutor will choose people to present their iteration process. Good luck!